Good morning. They might hit me with copyright, so. That was Daniel Barenboim playing the third movement of the Moonlight Sonata by Ludwig. Why isn't he known as Ludwig? He's always known as Beethoven, isn't he? May I be a friend of that which is eternal and abides. That's what my mother said to me. I'm pretty sure it's some Greek philosopher. Well, basically, the only thing that is eternal and abides is God. It's very simple. That's all I need to say, really, isn't it? Basically, that's it. If even the Pope Francis, obviously, who's just died, at a good age, so, I mean, he had a good innings, so. Couldn't fix it, right? With everything that comes from being the Pope, the leader of the Roman Catholic congregation of Christians, whatever the figure is, but millions and millions of people. He used to telephone to a Christian community in the Gaza Strip. It will still be there, a few hundred people, 500 or something, Christians. It's just one of the troubles in this world. It affects me somehow more than others because it is the Holy Land. And the sort of political shenanigans behind it. It could just be stopped now if America stopped funding and arming Israel. Netanyahu is hanging on by his fingernails to power, etc. And the poor people suffer, basically. I mean, 2 million people there, plus more than 2 million still. And that awful little man, the President of the United States of America, says, oh, well, we just sort of get rid of them. I mean, I don't know, just get rid of them. We'll make it into a beach resort. Oh, God. Which obviously gives Israel the green light for its genocide, ethnic cleansing. It's going on now, this very day, Friday, the 25th of April, just after Easter, 2025. It's going on right now in the world. The most powerful country in the world, that's wealthy and so on, all that, are basically giving a green light for Israel to commit genocide. That's it. That's what's going on now. Right, so it's not just a get-out clause for me. to say that, I mean, the Pope disagreed about this, if, you know, felt strongly that it's wrong, etc. But with all the potential power and influence that obviously the Pope had, he couldn't stop it, could he? Or didn't, or couldn't, I don't know. Why don't I am a Christian, why don't we sort of rise up and just whack all these blasted politicians into a nice big aircraft hangar, give them tea and coffee, or whatever they want, actually. Boris Yeltsin, I think, is quite fond of a drop of vodka. He's the former first, democratic leader of Russia. Famously came off the plane and just fell over. Pissed as a newt. Newts don't drink. Anyway, I sit here in my splendor. So splendor is fresh, clean drinking water out of the tap in the kitchen there. Electricity, gas, food in the fridge. That's splendor. Obviously a roof over my head. This lovely little square. I live in Alnwick, Northumbria, St Michael's Square. So the birdies come, the blackbirds and the pigeon, big fat pigeon. I feed my birdies at the back. So I'm all fine materially, and my soul is screaming. I might be dying of cancer as well, but never mind. You know, I'm going to go with something, so who cares? I mean, you can hear the silence. I can hear my little old clock just going tick-tock. Quite a big clock. And I'm at a loss. I've got a pretty good brain. What can I do? I mean, this is just one of the troubles in the world. Obviously, Ukraine, Russia, all of that. But I mean, there's Sudan, there's southeastern corner of Congo, there's China eyeing up Taiwan. But what I heard, one of these discussions on the BBC News probably, the Chinese are prepared to lose 1 million people taking Taiwan. And the Americans are not prepared to put a single, boot on the ground or something. You don't take on China militarily, very likely do. I mean, that's all great, whatever they're thinking. I'm a Christian, right? Now, as a Christian, Christ said, every single hair on the head of your fellow man, woman and child is precious and special. Amen. And if they strike you on one cheek, give unto them the other cheek. These are Christ's words, Christ's teaching from God. Right. Obviously, and in the Lord's Prayer, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive them that trespass against us. Obviously, human beings are going to fall out. That's life. But then you take a step back and you say, oh, you know, you don't have to like your neighbour. And their noise or their awkward habits or whatever it may be. But you must love them. I just wish I could find a way of it's just so sort of, to me anyway, so simple. Just love is the answer. You know, just, you know, if you've got love in your heart, you can't do bad stuff. Not really. So there we are. Life goes on. When all flesh shall see it together, and all flesh shall see it together, and the glory of the Lord shall be healed. Amen. Now I tell it to all Mr. Socks, and he understands. Silly old polar bear. Cheerio.